One more. We got to get out here. One last question.
Hey, Steph.
You have another phenomenal performance, and you're able to get a W and help this club as you go on your road trip. Can you just talk about moving forward?
This is a big win for us for sure. We, it was a tough win in Boston, and coming off 2 must wins in OKC and Cleveland. So, good bounce back win for us. We have an opportunity to have a really good road trip. We can get one in DC on Wednesday and go home and keep building momentum. To do it the way we've been doing it, shorthanded and without real size, and Draymond and Loon holding it down in the paint. It's pretty impressive across the board. So proud of every single one of these guys. Even Kelly coming in off the bench, taking a new role and really making his presence felt after missing some time. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to be resilient when we had a game like Boston where you don't get it done. You come back in a very similar type game where you got to close it out and we get it done.
And how big was this win tonight? And just the way you guys have been playing as of late and how you're trending towards this stretch run of the season.
Yeah, I mean, we need every win we can get, and we've been playing well, really well now for the last couple of weeks. And so we're in a good group. There's a really good spirit and energy with the team right now. I think the guys feel it. And we're getting great contributions up and down the roster. I thought Loon tonight was kind of the unsung hero. Obviously, the story was Steph. But, and I always know that Draymond is going to defend like a demon the entire game, which he did. But, Looney guarding Embiid for most of his 33 minutes. Had 15 boards, countless wonderful defensive rotations and challenges, without fouling. I thought Looney was tremendous.
You mentioned Kevon Looney and Draymond Green. And how encouraging is it to see when you have such a limited amount of bigs do this against one of the best centers in the league? Does it kind of make you not relax against other teams, but just reassure you even more that you can get it done with just 2 bigs right now?
Yeah, I mean, that's, the biggest thing with Loon is that he's healthy. This is a guy who has helped us win playoff games and finals games. So we knew what we had in Loon. We just didn't know if he could stay healthy. Last year was a really tough year for him. So it's so great, amidst all these crazy injuries we've had over the last 3 years, to see Kevon healthy and playing the way he is just awesome. And then Draymond. He's one of the great defenders in the history of the game. I think he's the best defender in the game today because of what you have to do as a big these days, guarding pick and roll, switching onto the perimeter, protecting the rim, helping. Draymond is incredible. So those 2 guys are holding it down for us right now.
Did the way you specifically defended Embiid, but really as a team, the way you guys kind of schemed it up and limited their offense tonight, did it feel kind of like a playoff game a little bit, just schematically?
Definitely. I think we were really locked into the game plan. I feel like the last 2 games had like a playoff feel. The crowd, having a crowd was great, and it just brings a different level of intensity and energy to the game. And every game matters down the stretch, and it felt important. Every possession felt important, and the way we game plan, the way we paid attention to the details, it all felt like a playoff atmosphere. And it was a good test for us, and it was good for us to feel those games like that. It's gonna be a lot more like that coming down the stretch, and where every game is gonna be important. So it was a good test for us. We was able to get the win this time.
What's the last couple weeks been like for you? Increased minute load. You had a battle with Jokic. Tonight it was with Embiid. What's it been like for you?
It's been fun. Work hard all year and all summer to get to this point. I did a lot of rehabbing and trying to get my body right to be able to play a lot of minutes. And my time was caught on with EP and James being hurt to play more minutes and play a bigger role. And I just wanted to be ready, be there for my teammates and pick up slack that we're missing. So it's been fun to battle against these elite bigs and just to test myself and see where I'm at on the defensive end and test my skills. So it's been a lot of fun. And I'm trying to keep it going, trying to stay healthy, and keep being here for our team down the stretch.
Kevon, a nice road trip, a successful road trip. and you guys want to get as many W's as possible. Just talk a little bit about momentum you have now and going forward.
We got. I feel like we got to, be on a good run. We got a lot of momentum. It's never easy to win on the road, so this is a big win for us, and hopefully we can close it out with a win on the next game in DC. So just want to keep our momentum right, keep building good habits, and keep building that chemistry, and try to have playing great basketball going into the playoffs and the play-in. So I feel like we're headed in the right direction. We got to keep building and keep doing the right things.
Kevon, sorry if this was already asked, but when you look at the makeup of the second unit with Jordan Poole and Damian, now Kelly Oubre's coming off the bench, and then when you add in guys like JTA when he's healthy, either you or James Wiseman when he's healthy, what can this bench unit accomplish? How good is the foundation of the second unit?
I think we've been playing really well as of late. We're starting to build our identity, know where our shot, who's going to get the shots. We know what style of play we want to play in, and we've been communicating really good on defensive end. So we're starting to get a feel for each other more in that second unit. We've been able to, do our job. I feel like when Draymond and Steph is off the court, we just want to hold serve and keep the game close and try to extend the lead if we can. So I think we've been doing that a good job of that the last few games. And Jordan's been playing great. He's been scoring the ball. We've been able to play through Wiggins, and when the ball stopped moving, just throw it to him. We know he can go get a bucket. And having KO back was a big boost. He's a lot of great energy on the defensive end, and we know he's going to bring it on the offensive end as well. So it's been good. We're starting to get a groove, and we got to keep it up and keep building. And I think coach is starting to trust us in that unit, and we got to go out there and show it.
Hey, Steve. After seeing the way Steph can shoot the three, and you, of course, one of the better three-point shooters, with what Joel Embiid is able to do, shooting the three, but also his one-legged fadeaway like Dirk and his step back and his mid-range. I mean, how impressed are you with the way he has improved with all of his shooting?
Yeah, he's so gifted. It's really incredible. When you watch him, it's almost like watching one of the the great centers from the 80s or 90s, only with the added dimension of the skill set of the modern day player. With the one-legged shots and the Dirk fadeaways and the Euros and all the stuff that the modern player has worked on, Joel has worked on. But he's one of the very few guys in the entire league who can also just back you down and like a 80s or 90s center and dominate the game. So he's really a unique force in the league today.